Good morning, yogis. I'm Sunflower. We are going to do a little reconnecting today. I'm going to guide us back home. Just presence of self, coming back inward for a few minutes. And we're going to do it with a little feminine energy flow. Okay, I want you to take a deep breath, being mindful of yourself. And bring out your hands in the mudra of wisdom with your palms facing up. Take a deep breath. As I guide you back home and you find presence of self, take another deep breath. I want you to remind yourself of how you got here, how you were able to reset your central nervous system on your own, and how you were able to do this part and come back here more frequently by yourself. Take your left hand down to meet the earth. Bring your right hand to the sky and just bringing it over. Breathe. Bringing it back in. Now bringing it back up and over. Take a deep breath and back in. Back up and all the way over. And back home. Bring your right hand down and come back up with your left hand, surrendering it all the way over and back home. One more time. Deep breath. One more. And deep breath. Now I want you to take your head and just take it a couple of circles over to the left right now, being mindful of all the creaks and just embracing everything you feel. You're going to hear a lot of uncomfortableness in your joint here. Now wherever you are, when you get to that last loop, stop right here and take it back the other way. Breathing. Being mindful of your breath. Now, take a deep breath. Take your hands all the way to the sky. Take your torso and twist it to the right. Bring your left hand down to meet your right knee, and your right hand comes down behind your back, lifting you and holding and supporting you. Your gaze is going to go over your right shoulder with your breath. Embrace this with your breath. 3 good breaths right here. As we flow, our feminine energy flow, I want you to let your breath be the catalyst of our flow. Let it embody you. Bring your gaze back forward and lengthen your spine and your arms all the way to the sky. Taking your twist to the left this time, your left hand comes back to your backside body and your right hand comes to your left outer knee. And your gaze, embracing it over your left shoulder. Breathe. Bring your gaze back forward. Unwind out of this. Coming into a tabletop here. Take a little audible movements here. Then I want you to extend your right foot out, toes pointing down for a minute. Now bring your right leg in. Come back around with your left hand. Embrace that. Now grow it. Grow it by grabbing a hold of that ankle, taking a deep breath, and growing it. And focusing on you. Breathe. Right here. You are the catalyst. One more breath. Now release. Good job. Now I want you to bring that right foot to the top of your mat. Focusing on you here. Bring both hands to the top of your knee. Gaze forward. Bring your hands all the way to the sky into your low lunge. Now, we're going to embody this with sweeping it back, coming into a half split with our torso and sweeping it back. Now let's dance this with our breath. 1. Sweep it back. And you can take on a thought here that let's just get rid of something that no longer serves us right here in our feminine energy flow. Take a deep breath and flow it back. Come back up. Now I want you to pop your left hand down to the mat. Come up onto your left toe and take your right hand to the sky. Breathing on and focusing on your breath. Bring your right hand down to meet your left. Now take your left foot back and let's chaturanga here. Full body plank, bringing it down low and slow as you can. Toes to touch. Baby cobra. Now come back into your tabletop. Breathing. You got this. Focusing on you. Take your left foot back. Toes pointing down. Now bring your left knee inward and reach back with your right arm and grow it. You got this. Grow it with your breath. Breathe. Release. Bring your left foot to the front of the mat. Both knees up onto that left knee. Both hands up. Set. Now bringing it upward to expose and express your low lunge. Now flow it. Sweeping it back. Come back up. Sweeping it back. Come back up. Sweep it back. Good job, everybody. Take a deep breath. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Come up onto those toes here. Take your left hand to the sky. Embracing that love for yourself. Reconnecting, coming home. What does that sound like? When do you ever get to the point where you miss you? Take another deep breath. Bring your left hand down to meet your right. Pop back into that full body plank here and breathe into this. And come down as slow as you can. Being mindful. Toes to touch. And bringing it up. Come back up. We're going to meet in hero pose here. And I'm going to turn around so you can see me. A little easier. Coming up, take a deep breath. And I challenge you here to hit your mat. Anytime you're feeling a little anxiety in life, what is anxiety really? It's when you haven't given time to love you, or a disconnect between your body and your mind, and your thoughts take over. So come home with me. Take your right hand down to your right ankle. Take your left hand to the sky. We're going to dance a camel flow here, and to breathe so you can see a little bit here. And if you can't do this, simply hang out with us right here and feel all of it. Take your right hand here, left hand to the sky, and let's bounce it. Just walking each other home and breathing and loving, focusing on us, most important thing we could ever do is breathe and work on us. You've been given this one body to go through this life with. How are you reconnecting to her today, or him? Are you taking the time to see what your body's saying? Are you being the captain of your life? Are you taking action when you're in a bad mood? Because action creates a mood change. Come on, guys. Let's become the captain of our life. Take a deep breath. Wide-legged forward fold here. Wide-legged Balasana, child's pose. Either one you want to take here. Mine's going to be a child's pose. Surrender into this. We want to do the opposite of what we just did in our goddess flow. That was our goddess camel flow. Take a deep breath and surrender into Balasana. Put your forehead down if that serves you. Roll it around and breathe. Take a deep breath. Feeling that goddess energy. Feeling that equanimity. Come up into an easy pose. I'd like to thank you again for coming home with me today and allowing me to walk you back home to presence of self. Take a deep breath. Bring your hands to your forehead. My prayer for you guys today is consciousness of thought. Bring your hands down to your mouth. My prayer today for you guys is clarity of speech into your heart center. My prayer is that you guys have a compassionate heart. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Love, Sunflower. Namaste. You have a beautiful rest of your day. Sending you so much energy and love.